just got into Dumaguete to meet up with some other vloggers who wanted to interview us. But while here, we had to go shopping for some things that I never would have expected. Welcome to Province Smile. First up on our list was 2 electric fans, making her do all the work. I'm surprised with just how busy it was everywhere we went in Dumaguete. But even so, everywhere you went in the stores, there was tons of people to help you with everything you needed. And then we went and checked in our 2 fans at this little special kiosk place where they hold items that you've purchased for you because it's just too hard to carry stuff around the stores. And then we went to the school supplies. We have priced out tons of notebooks and pencils and school supplies.
How does putting the price? So Jason and we started on planning. I contacted one of the teacher where I grew up and I told him that we wanted to give some help to kids.
We asked him what he suggested and he said the kids really need school supplies.
And he has 40 kids that needs some help.
Stacks and stacks of notebooks. This is what 850 notebooks looks like. Victory.
So our goal is to help 300 kids in that school. I can't do it, my love. 800 notebooks. But you have to carry all of those, honey.
What about you? Are you going to carry them? Where are they taking all this? Joy's tired.
I found this store in Dumaguete that had the cheapest deal on school supply. And I asked the lady the price and she started helping us. And about 4 or 5 of her co-worker helped us to gather everything and pack it. And they also called a tricycle for us.
Now the question was, how are we going to get this all to Hinoban, which is about 4 hours away? We didn't know yet, and so we brought the packages to our hotel and stored them there. I didn't know much about Dumaguete, so Joy took me to one of the popular hangout places that night.
It's a little puppy. Oh, I missed him.
There were lots of crowds and bands were playing music, but we were just looking for food mainly.
No food. But there's food or nothing. Over there.
We moved away to where it was a little bit quieter, a little bit more our speed.
So guys, we're just here in Dumaguete, you know, just traveling the world.
I know. Yes. Oh. We explored a little bit more, but we were starting to get hungry, so we decided to go back to the street to try to see what the restaurants had to offer.
Dance? Dance in front of these guys? I'll film it. My friend! Yeah! Winning! Lunch! You want me to come and dance?
Oh. All the restaurants are really expensive. And what is your thought on eating at one of these restaurants, Joy?
It's a big no.
Why is it a big no-no?
Well, because food is expensive and it's not
She'll just sit there like looking at the food like, I can't believe we spent this much money. So it's not worth it. Even if you spend a lot of money, it's not worth it.
Yeah,
She's just not as impressed as going to it.
like what happened the last time. Like what happened the last time. I'm so upset.
Yeah.
But let's go back to the
Right here. Right. To get some cheap food. There's actually headroom in all of these. One of the nice things about Dumaguete is all the trikes have lots of headroom compared to all the other places I've been in the Philippines. Maybe it's because there's so many foreigners living here now. Last night, Joy got 2 different phone calls from 2 different brothers.
I have call at 4 a.m. in the morning.
they're coming because they're selling fish here, and they're going to be here just for a short window of time into the market. So we had to get all of our stuff out of storage here at the hotel and take it over to the market so they can take it back to Hinaban. Thank you guys.
I think it's a good idea because we don't want to spend a lot of money for a car. You know how expensive car is. Then they have a big truck that can carry everything. They brought their fish here to sell, and then when they finish sell, so we can load the school supply because oh my goodness, it's raining. We can oh my goodness. Oh my lamp.
It just started raining, and we had just packed all the school supplies with paper products in the back of an open truck. So Joy called her brother to make sure they put a tarp over everything. And then we headed over to a rice vendor because Joy was going to buy 10 bags of rice at 50 kilos each. We'll let you know what that's about later. I think they're negotiating. Getting a bunch of bags of rice. We're getting 26,500 pesos worth of rice. The energy of the early morning fish market was really fun to witness. Wow, yeah, it's way busy. One of the reasons we wanted to visit Dumaguete is because a few other YouTubers wanted to interview us for their channels. First up on the list was Paul from Old Dog Do Tricks. We did a pre-interview for about a half an hour, and then we jumped into the first attempt at an interview, which lasted another half an hour or so before we were interrupted with music from the restaurant. And then we attempted another interview, which lasted another half an hour maybe before too much noise was happening in the background. And so we started over and we attempted a third interview, which lasted about 40 minutes. But with more sound difficulties, we gave up for the day.
Okay?
Okay.
Well, I don't know how that came out.
Yeah, we'll see.
With all the interruptions.
So we headed home and scheduled some interviews for another day. But another wedding. The second day that we come here, there's a wedding. Again, we had trouble finding a quiet space. But it's beautiful. I'll give it that. It's beautiful.
Oh, is that outside garden? You go up and then you go left and back. It's right across from...
It was really interesting hanging out with 6 different YouTubers that day. That's a sweet ride right there.
You can sit in your lap.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Do that?
That works.
Try to squeeze everybody in here.
Okay, yes, sir. We're gonna all get in here.
It's a good thing I quit drinking.
Amen. I don't even want to go back to Tokyo. It was cold in Tokyo, bro.
How many YouTube channels we got in one place right now?
Oh, let's see. Janet has a channel. El Gwapo
Oh, there's Janet,
has
yeah.
a channel, Beautiful Lies. Baby Mae. Mike's Philippine Retirement. Paul
over there, Old Dog. And so we finally found a quiet place to have our interview with Paul. I'll put that in the show notes if you guys want to see it.
I have a special guest. What is your name?
My name is Joy.
And then Joy had an interview with Baby Mae for her channel, which that will be in the show notes as well.
We're gonna get into your story, man.
And then we had an interview with El Gwapo for his channel Beautiful Lies. And this was a great interview. I'd highly recommend watching it. And then everyone took turns interviewing each other.
We had interview, multiple
interviews with these guys. It was an eye-opening experience to see what life was like for these retired guys in the Philippines. then it was time for us to head out because we had to go to Hinaban, where Joy's family lived. Now go check out our interview with El Gwapo. I've linked it here and in the show notes, along with our other interviews.